What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, we about to talk about it. Yes, we are talking about it. See, at first, I told you guys this fight was going to come to fruition. I spoke on it. A lot of you guys was like, oh, man, I don't know. And then when the fight was announced, I told you guys, I dropped another video on it. And y'all was like, yeah, man, you was right, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Now, let's talk about it. We got the undefeated two-time super middleweight champion, WBC super middleweight champion of the world, the current WBC interim super middleweight champion, that being David, the monster, Mexican monster, Benavidez. 27 wins. No losses, no draws, 23 wins by way of knockout. He will be taking on a man who is looking to become a 3-division world champion. He's the current 2-division world champion. Undefeated, 32 wins, no losses, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. Demetrius Andre. Man, oh man, this fight looked like it's going to be crazy. Y'all know David Benavidez. He brings that pressure, hand speed, combinations like fast as you can think of with power, all that. He got that name, the monster, for a reason. Mike Tyson gave him that name. His last outing, man, he took on Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. Now, you go back and watch that fight, the early rounds, which is kind of a slight typical thing for David Benavidez. He'll be down a lot sometimes in those first maybe 4 rounds, 5 rounds or so, somewhere around there. Caleb Plant, y'all know how he is. Slick boxer, uses the ring really well, jabs really well, has really good hand speed. But the pressure, the constant pressure, the power, the body work, and just the overall ring generalship from David Benavidez took over quick after about that 4th or 5th round when he caught him with that body shot. And yeah, he even admitted it later on. He felt that body shot. Don't too many people throw body shots like that. And ultimately, that fight should have been stopped. David Breadman Edwards, I respect the guy as a trainer, but if you have to ask your fighter, do you want to continue? Do you want to finish these rounds? Stop the fight. At the moment you ever have to ask that to your fighter, stop the fight. Protect them, whatever the case may be. But he ultimately let the fight go on. David Benavidez pretty much battered him and bruised him up pretty good. He would have went down several times had he not been allowed to hold. Referee Kenny Bayless was allowing him to hold. He was getting away with holding. No knock on the ref. No knock on Breadman Edwards. No knock on Sweet Hand Plant, but that's just what happened. He got the unanimous decision in that fight. They squashed the beef, moved on. That was a pay-per-view fight. That was David Benavidez's first pay-per-view fight as well. This will be his second pay-per-view fight with Demetrius Andre. Let's talk about him. He made his debut this year and at the super middleweight division, took on Damon Nicholson. He won the fight. He won it, but it wasn't his best showing. Now, Demetrius Andre, he's really known, he's southpaw. He's known as that slick boxer type, good power, fast feet, fast hands, can move really well, work different angles, all of that type of stuff. That's what he's known for as far as, him being a 2-division champion and overall being just a really solid fighter. And that's why I think this is going to be really interesting, because David Benavidez, he's used to trying to walk down those type of fighters, but having a fighter of Demetrius Andre's caliber, no knock again on Caleb Plant, just, a little bit of levels to it sometimes. Ultimately, the southpaw style may cause David Benavidez a few problems, and a lot of people are thinking it's going to cause him some problems. I've had some of you guys even say, hey, Demetrius Andre, he's going to turn up for this one. Or you know, uh, he'll even get a stoppage in the 6th round over Benavidez. I've heard that too. So I personally don't think that's going to happen. I personally think David Benavidez is going to win this fight. Now, how he wins this fight is he has to close the distance at times and he has to cut that ring down. Now, say Demetrius Andre comes out and he wants to exchange. That can be kind of tough and kind of tricky. And seeing as how he got knocked down in that fight with Ma Nicholson, we're just going to call it that. But, just if he can stand in the pocket with David Benavidez and survive that, man, it'd be a long night for David Benavidez. But David Benavidez has said that he's going to go for that opportunity. He's been working on his defense. He's been working on cutting rings down and, working to find different angles as such. You guys got to remember, this kid, he's only, 26 years old. He's been professional for 10 plus years. So he's still grown. He's still learning. He's still got a lot to learn. And he's still, able to learn new things. Now, one thing I want to say is that I heard from one of you guys say that age may play a factor on the side of Demetrius Andre. If that's the case, we could be seeing a knockout on our hands, people. Demetrius Andre, he's 35, 36 years old, somewhere around there, I believe. Do you think that will play a big part in this fight? Because sometimes these fighters they'll slow down over the second half of the fights. But David Benavidez, that's where he comes on strong, especially in those middle rounds. He comes on quick, he comes fast, it comes on him hard in those middle rounds. No homo. Do I say that? Scratch that. Pause. Ultimately, I'm looking forward to a great win in this fight by David Benavidez. I'm not fully convinced he's going to knock out Demetrius Andre just based on if he's moving around a lot. But I'm looking forward to seeing him get another unanimous decision win en route to getting that Canelo fight when Cinco de Mayo comes around. Don't run, Canelo. Give him the shot, Canelo. You think you're the best, Canelo. The time is now, Canelo. I believe David Benavidez will win this fight unanimously. Ultimately, I believe his punch output will increase as the fight goes on. I believe that he will definitely, possibly can knock down Demetrius Andre at some point. Maybe it'll come late, maybe towards that 9th or 10th round, but I think he might finish the fight. And you get that Demetrius Andre, that Saul Canelo Alvarez fight Cinco de Mayo weekend. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for getting us up over 500 subscribers. Make sure you keep hitting those like buttons. Make sure you keep sharing this with your people. Like, share, subscribe. Tell them to do all of that. Follow me on All Sports Media TV on IG. Follow me on KJ the Great 09 on IG. We going up. The new year is coming around. Make sure you guys tune in Saturday night for the post-fight reaction. Thank you guys. Peace. Oh, and if you're traveling for the holidays, make sure you travel safe, be smart, think twice, whatever you need to do. Happy holidays. If you celebrate them, if you don't, just find your family, tell them you love them, whatever the case may be. Peace.